Winter in Taiwan is absolutely freezing. Yes, despite the fact that the rest of the year the country is absolutely sweltering hot, and despite the fact I'm standing here in the glorious Taiwanese sunshine, incredibly high humidity levels mean that the summers are incredibly hot and sticky, but the winters are just absolutely freezing. And as well as the obvious geographical reasons as to why the temperature drops so much here in Taiwan during winter, there are also some social and cultural reasons as to why I think Taiwan is just not prepared for the winter. But one thing Taiwanese people do know how to prepare, and that's winter food. So in today's video, seeing that the Taiwanese winter is just around the corner and Taiwanese people are so good at preparing winter foods, we are going to be traveling to some very special locations to try the best that Taiwanese winter food has to offer. And the first of those special locations has brought us to here in Lugang. This is Yuanzhong Mian Cha, and Mian Cha is a very traditional winter dessert that can be served hot or cold. But of course, as winter is just around the corner, we have gone for a hot peanut flavored Mian Cha. A friend of mine recommended it to me. I believe it's very popular over the water in China, but here in Jianghua and Lugang, it's also still served, but it's kind of like a goopy peanut porridge and comes with a little side serving of condensed milk. So we'll add that, slowly does it. And what I can only describe as Rice Krispies, similar to a breakfast cereal we would have back in the UK. Sprinkle those on, and time to take a big bite of this Mian Cha. It's very interesting. It's very hot. Wow, it's like a hot, soft peanut butter. And you may be asking why I'm eating dessert first thing in the morning. Well, although it's a dessert food now, it originated as a breakfast food when it was first created. Although it is quite sweet, I still think it could be sweeter. But when you eat it with the condensed milk, a big mouthful of condensed milk, that really adds to the sweetness and makes it much more delicious. Okay, so overall I'm quite impressed with Mian Cha. I'm going to give it a pretty high rating of 4.2 out of 5. But while I'm here in Lugang, just next to Jianghua, there's a very special winter warmer dish that I really want to try. And for that food I really want to share with you, we've come to Qingguang Tangyuan. And of course, you cannot make a Taiwanese winter food video without eating Tangyuan. And although I've introduced Tangyuan before on the channel, I've never introduced Shen Tangen, salty rice dumplings with savory fillings. And the ingredients in this one, we've got the Tangyuan, of course, some green leafy veg, and fried green onion. Just look at the hot steaming bowl of rice dumplings. Okay. First of all, I should say that the soup is a little bit saltier than I was even expecting. The texture of the tangyuan with a pork filling is so alien to me. I'm not sure the texture works. The flavor is very good. Okay, it's kind of growing on me. It's a little bit strange at first, but starts to get more delicious the more you eat. My favorite part is probably that deep fried green onion, which adds a little bit of crunch to it. Let's give it a 3.8 out of 5. But now it's time to continue the search for more Taiwanese wintry food. And talking of wintry food, there is nothing more wintry than a Taiwanese hot pot. But I've shown you hot pots many times on this channel before, so today's hot pot is going to be a little bit different. Okay, yes, my special hot pot has arrived. This is a lamb charcoal hot pot, Yangro Mutan Huoguo, and I'm here at Qingzhen and Deyuan Jiaozhiguan, and this place is absolutely packed. I was recommended this place on my Instagram by a friend, and they serve this amazing looking lamb hot pot with a charcoal center to keep it nice and hot. The hot pot is absolutely stuffed full of big chunks of lamb, and there's some cabbage, vegetables, and I think that's dongfen, Quanfen. But this meat looks absolutely perfect. Just take a look at that nice, big, chunky, soft, tender lamb. Ooh-wee. So tender. Oh my goodness, so good. And the available options on the menu, you can have the lamb in a Qingdun, like a lighter sauce, or there's the option of having beef, or even you can have the banjing banro that comes in a Hong Sao sauce. But I'm really happy with my selection of the Qingdun lamb. Oh my goodness, every time the steam touches the central column, you get this waft of steam, and the steam is full of flavor, full of aroma. And it also comes with these rowanzi. I'm guessing they're pork, although I'm not too sure. Just look at the hot, steamy nature of those meatballs. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Maybe time for a little spicy sauce, just a little bit. Ooh, spicy is also good. Now, of course, hot pot is served all year round in Taiwan, but December comes and you can see behind me, the hot pot restaurants just get absolutely packed crowded. And this kind of hot pot with its unique design and style and the charcoal in the middle of it just adds to that winter warmth feeling. And of course, hot pot can be eaten with one person, two people as we're doing today. Or one of the best ways to enjoy hot pot is to have your whole family sitting around a table, enjoying a nice big bowl of this charcoal lamb hot pot. Just look at that cup of hot, steaming hot pot ingredients. Perfect winter food for sure. So yes, as I mentioned, we went for the lamb option. And I know that it's a contentious issue. I think maybe 50% of Taiwanese people like lamb, 50% of people tend to not like it. So let me know in the comment section down below if you're a lamb fan and what's your favorite lamb Taiwanese food. I'm pretty sure that this hot pot is going to be my future favorite lamb dish. It's absolutely delicious. Wow, a definite 5 out of 5 for this lamb charcoal hot pot. Absolutely blew me away. Way better than I was expecting. But after eating such a wholesome traditional winter meal here in Taiwan, it's time for a wholesome traditional Taiwanese winter dessert. So I've got lao ye dou hua over my shoulder, and there's a really special dish that I want to try and share with you guys. Try and see if it can help warm us up. 你好，我叫九酿豆花。要热的还是凉的？我要热的。对。想要加什么料？你最喜欢的是哪一个？花生。好 ，OK， 花生。拜拜，谢谢你的推荐。哇，谢谢。好，谢谢。Okay, so as you may have heard me when I was ordering, this is Jiuniang Douhua. And although I've eaten lots of douhua before in my time, this I can officially say is the first time in 16 years of eating Jiuniang Douhua. And it was recommended to me by one of my Taiwanese friends as the perfect winter remedy when temperatures drop to really warm up your soul with a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of a kick from some rice wine. That is certainly an aroma that rings my bell. Whether it's the sweetness of the douhua or the alcohol evaporating, that has a real sweet, pungent aroma that really tickles the nasal taste buds. Only thing next to try, big mouthful. Hopefully it's not too hot. It's gonna burn my tongue. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Oh my goodness, that's unbelievably good. I know that I often compliment foods, but that, compared to how it looks, which looks a bit porridgey, it looks a bit boring, but wow, that is perfect. I can't figure out if it's the alcohol or the sugar or the sweetness or a combination of both. And of course, the temperature is really helping me warm up inside. And also when I was ordering, I asked the owner's recommendation for the ingredients to choose. And another customer jumped in and insisted that I try the peanut flavor, and the peanuts are perfectly cooked. They're a little bit crunchy, a little bit soft. Yes, the peanuts really add an extra substantial texture to it. But anyway, as well as just sharing foods on this channel, I really like to share the differences in cultures between the UK and Taiwan. And winter is where you really start to notice a big cultural, social difference in the way that people live, and especially the way that they prepare their houses for winter. In the UK, we have central heating, carpets, curtains, soft furnishings galore to really counteract the effects of winter. So often, even in the depths of winter, you can be in your house wearing a shorts and t-shirts because the house is heated from the inside. In Taiwan, however, because of the humidity, soft furnishings don't really do well. Carpets, curtains, and sofas go moldy unless you're using a dehumidifier. And most houses, generally speaking, have tiled floors, concrete walls, no wallpaper, and this just isn't conducive for keeping heat within the house. In fact, in my house, it can often be a little bit colder than it is inside, than it is outside. Anyway, time to get out of here, travel across the city, where I want to introduce a drink to you that's really going to give us that warm, wintry feeling. And for that wintry drink, we have traveled across the city to Shen, an ex-military accommodation village that has now been transformed into this beautiful little tourist area. And that wintry drink is going to be a Xingren Ta. 热的，好，谢谢，哇。A very traditional, very flavoursome Xingren Ta. And just like the lamb hot pot that we had earlier, this is another love or hate drink when it comes to Taiwanese people. Sometimes the almond flavour can be a little bit overpowering, And actually, I've drank this before in one of Ku's videos with an egg inside in Jai. And my favorite way of drinking Xingren is with a youtiao, but unfortunately this restaurant doesn't sell it, although it is very highly rated on Google. Let's give it a try, see how it compares to what I've drunk before. Oh my goodness, yes. The almond flavor is a little bit strong in this one, so I'm not sure everybody would enjoy it as much as I am, but I absolutely love it. It is very thick, and there's kind of like a skin on top if you leave it for a couple of minutes. Probably a little bit thicker than a dojang, and definitely has a stronger flavor than dojang, but certainly doing the job of warming me up from the inside. And as well as being delicious, there are also some health benefits to drinking almond tea, one of which is reduced cholesterol, and it's also used by people on a diet trying to reduce their calorie intake, as it tends to make you feel a lot more full than you are and suppresses your appetite. Whatever the health benefits, it's absolutely delicious and gets my recommendation. Would be much better with a big stick of youtiao, but as for now, time to get this finished, and then it's on to our fifth and final winter food here in Taiwan, which is going to be Shen Tangen. And to be more specific, this is a Zhonghe Xiaoshan. Lots of different ingredients in there. Taro, sweet potato, I think, green beans, red beans, even some Zhangdo boba. And as you can no doubt see, it is absolutely steaming hot, served in this very traditional metal bowl, keeping the heat inside, making sure that this dish is going to be as hot and warming as possible at the very first bite to the last bite. Wow, love it. This is a dish that used to scare the living bejesus out of me. I had no idea what was going on with all those different ingredients. When I used to work in the cram school, the boss would often treat the good kids to some xiaoshan in winter to keep them nice and warm. The kids would love it and try to get me to eat it, and I would be so scared. But now, after 15, 16 years here, it's become a winter staple dish for me. And what I really like about this place is they serve the peanuts separately so they don't get too soggy. So a sprinkle of peanuts, and the all-important crunchy texture has been added to complement that soft, gooey grass jelly. Just on this one spoonful, you've got green beans, red beans, boba, taro, sweet potato, peanuts, and grass jelly. An absolute concoction of flavors and textures, and piping hot, keeping me warm this winter. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for coming on this winter foods journey with me around the beautiful city of Taichung. And don't forget to comment down below and let me know which of the 5 winter foods that I tried today is your favorite Taiwanese winter warmer. But all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching. Keep warm this winter. But as for now, as always, I'll see you next time in My Life in Taiwan. Peace. Bye-bye. Winter in Taiwan is just too cold.